Breaking news from the White House on this Friday. The press secretary Sean Spicer has resigned, and we've just learned who is replacing him. Overcast skies across parts of Metro Detroit right now, and some of us are likely to see rain and storms tomorrow morning. Paula.
This story is as incredible as it is sweet. We're talking about the actions of this little boy and how he is actually changing the way his fire department operates with this lemonade stand.
And the search for a laptop computer containing videos a Michigan mother made as a final gift to her little girl.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Thanks so much for joining us. First at 4, I'm Karen Drew. We begin with breaking news from Washington this Friday afternoon. Sean Spicer is out as White House press secretary, and his replacement has already been named. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom right now with the very latest on the big change. Kim.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. For 6 months, Sean Spicer spoke for President Trump, and for 6 months, he found himself confronting the news media. But those days are over. Spicer today announced his resignation shortly after the White House announced it has a new communications director. There is speculation that Spicer stepped away because he opposed the choice of Wall Street financier Anthony Scaramucci as communications director. Spicer is not available for comment, but as he met with reporters, Scaramucci said there was no friction between the two and that Spicer wanted to give Scaramucci a fresh start.
I would love to have Sean here. Sean decided that he thought it would be better to go, and for me, as it relates to Sean, it speaks volumes to who he is as a human being, who he is as a team player. Okay, so his attitude is, if Anthony's coming in, let me clear the slate for Anthony, and I do appreciate that about Sean, and I love him for it, but I don't have any friction with Sean.
Scaramucci did announce that Sarah Huckabee Sanders will succeed Sean Spicer as press secretary. She spoke briefly on a variety of issues today. Meanwhile, President Trump released a statement thanking Sean Spicer for his service and congratulating him for the great television ratings he generated. We'll have more on this and other daily developments at the White House coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Until then, Karen, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right. Thanks very much, Kim. Closer to home, a Detroit father rescued his wife and their 5 children from a house fire this morning. Smoke alarms woke up Sean Wakefield in the house on Balfour, Moros, and I-94. His 3 young sons were asleep upstairs, while 2 daughters and his wife were downstairs. He got everyone out before firefighters arrived. The boys were treated for smoke inhalation. Investigators say the cause of that fire was electrical. Detroit police continue to search for a man who exchanged gunshots with officers this morning in southwest Detroit. Police called to a report of shots fired on Chamberlain near Fort and I-75, were confronted by a man who fired at them. Officers returned fire. No one was hit. The gunman got away. We do have a traffic alert for anyone using the Lodge Freeway heading into or out of downtown this weekend. The M10 Lodge will close in both directions from Jefferson Avenue to I-75. That starts at 9 o'clock tonight to allow for demolition of a pedestrian bridge near Fort Street. The freeway will be back open by 5 a.m. on Monday. Time now for our first look at the forecast. Andrew is live at the brand new Beacon Park here in downtown Detroit, and it is a gorgeous day out there, Andrew.
Karen, you're absolutely right. Looking good and feeling good. How about some volleyball, everybody? Got folks playing volleyball here live in downtown Detroit at the brand new Beacon Park, right in the heart of downtown. Come on downtown, everyone. You can play also. We're right here at the corner of Cass and Grand River. Take a look. We have clouds overhead. That's keeping temperatures mostly in the 80s. Some temperatures closer to 90 degrees than others, like 87 in Ann Arbor. If it's not at 90 degrees, it certainly feels like it's closer to 90. Look at that heat index, 91 in Ann Arbor, feels like 89 in our south zone in Adrian. Temperatures range from 83 at City Airport to 86, 87 degrees, depending on where you are. Howell checking into 85, 86 for our friends in Pontiac. Remember, even if you're going out during the evening hours or if you're working outdoors, take frequent breaks, and don't forget, water is the best thing to drink. Come on downtown to Beacon Park through the evening. We stay in the 80s, even closer to sunset right around 9 p.m. And by 11 o'clock, we're still hanging around 80, but it does remain dry. Now, it's a big difference then for tomorrow morning. We got some rain moving in. Any severe thunderstorms? We'll talk about that in your full weekend forecast in just a few minutes. Hey, this ball's for you. Back over to you, Karen.
Thank you so much, Andrew. First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines around the world. The U.S. State Department announcing today a ban on tourist travel to North Korea following the death of American Otto Warmbier. The department cited serious risk of arrest and long-term detention for Americans in North Korea. The ban is expected to go into effect in a little over a month. Exceptions can be made for certain limited humanitarian reasons. 2 tourists were killed and nearly 500 people injured in an overnight earthquake off the coast of Greece. Video from drone cameras showed the damage on the Greek island of Kos. The 6.5 magnitude quake was felt on the Greek mainland and in parts of nearby Turkey. Hundreds of thousands of vacationers and local residents spent the night outdoors as dozens of aftershocks hit the region. A preliminary Pentagon investigation of the collision that killed 7 sailors on the USS Fitzgerald is blaming the Navy. The sailors were killed last month when the destroyer collided with a cargo ship off the coast of Japan. Preliminary findings say the crew did not acknowledge the oncoming ship and failed to take evasive action. A child in Michigan's Thumb area is learning what it means to help out his heroes. In this case, is his local fire department, for whom he raised hundreds of dollars by, what else? Selling lemonade. Paula Tutman reports from Lexington, where today the firefighters showed their appreciation in an unforgettable way.
You know, fire departments operate in a variety of different ways. So, for instance, in Lexington, they're paid on call. That means staff is short, funds are even shorter. But that's why what this little boy is doing is so incredible, because it just looks like a regular little lemonade stand, right? But it is so much more.
There. That should work now.
His name is Michael McNabb. He is 6 years old, and when he grows up, he'll be able to tell the story of the summer he changed his local fire department.
Thank you so much, guys. You're welcome.
Here's how it all started.
We started it last year. We were having a garage sale, and we were trying to figure out what we could do to keep Michael busy. You want to go ahead and pour the first one in? And so what we did is we put a Facebook post out there, and we decided Michael was going to donate what he made at his lemonade stand to our local police department. So we decided we would do it again this year.
That's just right.
And Michael chose the Lexington Fire Department to donate to this year.
Why do you want to donate the money instead of, buy a toy or something?
Because they help our community. The police is here?
Much to Michael's surprise, while we were shooting our story,
Hang on, I'm going to go see what that is.
the Lexington Fire Department arrived.
Yeah, 2 fire trucks and 1 ambulance.
Holy smokes.
And purchased lemonade.
We're going to use the money to buy composite air bottles. We currently have steel air bottles, and the issue is a weight factor. Those weigh so much more than a composite air bottle.
Already this summer, close to $1,000 has been raised, and not just 25 cents at a time.
Mama, that's 2 20s.
This is a lovely gesture for a little boy, right? But it really is more than that.
Yep. No, it could help all our guys out in the future, for sure. Absolutely. He'll start that path for us to get those. For everything that you've done for us, we've made you a junior firefighter, okay? You got your own ID card.
Thanks.
And your real badge.
Oh my God.
All right? So when you turn 18, you can start making calls with us.
So we'll continue to do it every year. And
as long as he wants to, I guess.
And he gets to choose where he wants to do it.
So I want to go back to the importance of those composite air tanks, because when firefighters get done fighting fires, they are exhausted. But then they go into another dangerous aspect, and that's the overhaul, where they face the biggest risk of exposure to lung toxins as well as smoke inhalation. So a lot of these guys take those steel tanks off. Well, Michael has raised enough for 2 tanks, Karen. That gets the ball rolling. About 20 more to go. This little guy is a hero to heroes. Karen?
That is very nicely put. I agree, a hero to heroes. And I have a feeling after people see this story, and I know you'll put it on your Facebook page, I have a feeling he's going to be getting a bunch more donations and a few more customers as well.
You bet. Thanks for that plug. Have a great weekend.
All right, you too, Paula. Still ahead, Justin Bieber has fans all over the world, but there's one country that's just decided he cannot perform there. Plus, a wild police chase on a beach. What this man was doing behind the wheel as officers tried to stop him from running people over. And next, new research this afternoon revealing how different a child's television viewing experience can be depending on who is sitting next to them.
Thank you. Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A father jumps into action to save his kids and wife after an electrical fire here on Detroit's east side. Hear from him coming up.
All right, thank you, Coco. In good health, kids' screen time is a hotly debated issue, but a new study suggests watching TV isn't all bad if moms join in too. Researchers at the University of Michigan asked nearly 300 low-income mothers about their beliefs and their rules about television. When the moms watched quality programs with their child, they saw TV as a positive tool. They were also more likely to restrict the types of programs that their kids watch rather than setting strict time limits. New research suggests sugar and protein could be a bad combination when it comes to your metabolism. Researchers say having a sugar-sweetened drink with a high-protein meal may actually cause the body to store more fat by decreasing a process called fat oxidation. The combination also increased the study participants' craving for savory and salty foods for 4 hours after eating. Same impact was not seen when participants had a non-sugar sweetened drink. This month, Wallside Windows is partnering with Detroit's Life Remodel to fix more than a dozen Detroit homes. Every year, Life Remodel cleans up hundreds of city blocks in 6 days. The group's work involves everything from mowing lawns to painting and boarding up homes. This year, they will fix up 13 homes and also convert the old Durfee Elementary School into a community center.
Rather than this building sitting and being open to all kinds of bad things that could happen, we're actually repurposing it, turning it into a community innovation center that will be focused on providing real-world hands-on education opportunities for kids, after-school programming for kids and adults, and also a business incubator with job creation opportunities.
The 6-day project gets underway on July 31st and it goes until August 5th. Let's get out to Andrew. He's at Beacon Park for a look at our weekend weather, and it is definitely a hot and sticky one out there today, Andrew.
Karen, you're exactly right, so make sure you drink plenty of water. That's very important. But I tell you what, some of the cloud cover that we have right now, it is at times making you feel a little bit cooler than what it normally would be when you have the bright sunshine on you. But let's take a look outside. You can see those clouds from space also. We got the satellite radar fired up for you, and it verifies that, yes, we have some clouds overhead, but rain, showers, thunderstorms, all someplace else. See that complex over there on the left side of your screen in Wisconsin? That's not due for us tonight. Maybe by morning we'll see some heavy rain, but it's still several hours away. So Friday night plans, you're all set. 86 degrees, so make sure you dress for it. Make sure that air conditioning is working. It feels like 89 when you step outside, and some heat indices are still in the low 90s. Take a look at temps around town. Some of the neighborhood numbers for you. We got 84 degrees for our friends in Port Huron. Holly getting ready to do some barbecuing, 84 degrees there. Maybe some outdoor concerts just like here in downtown Detroit and Ann Arbor with 87 degrees, 86 for our friends in Dundee. Bit of a wider view shows that heat indices where you are also at least 5 degrees or so above what the actual temperature is. I mean, we got 91 as a heat index right now for our friends in Ann Arbor. That gives you an idea of how humid the air is as well, which is really the fuel for any shower activity that happens for the first part of our weekend. We'll get to that in a second. Actually, that chance of showers and thunderstorms means that we have a marginal chance here in Detroit in the areas of green, but a slight risk, especially south of 94 in Lenawee and Monroe counties, for severe thunderstorms to pop up. Now, it's not a guarantee, but it's something to watch out for as we go through at least the first half of your weekend. Notice on the computer models, overnight we remain fine, but by 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., we have some heavy rain moving through. Now, by the afternoon, it may move on, but for morning and midday activities especially, be prepared for heavy downpours, lightning, even the possibility of some gusty winds. As it moves away, maybe slightly calmer weather as we go into Sunday, but that area of high pressure on the left side of your screen, that moves in for early next week. So overnight tonight, clouds increase. It remains warm and muggy as it has been, with temperatures that will go down only into the low 70s, just like last night. 71 degrees here in town, low 70s in your neighborhood too. So make sure those air conditioners are working, ladies and gentlemen. Check on your neighbors too. Make sure that everyone is okay as they go into the nighttime hours. Sunset is at 9:03. Remember, those high heat indices, they can affect children and elderly a lot more quickly. As we go into tomorrow, we make it into the middle 80s, but it will be a wet start to Saturday, and it will be wet midday at least before some of those showers and storms move on. Sunrise on your Saturdays at 6:17. Slight chance of a shower or two with temps in the 80s on Sunday in your 7-day forecast. Remember, Beacon Park activities, as you can see, not only today, but all weekend long. More settled weather next week, lower humidity, low 80s as we go into early next week. Back out here live in Beacon Park, I'm one of the key organizers of Beacon Park. You know, it's a public-private partnership. On the private side, it's been DTE Energy. Dave Meador is here with me from DTE. Dave, I know this idea came to fruition, was born about 2 years ago. Tell us what happened then. How did this park come to in existence?
That's right. Well, we bought a building that was here and tore it down, and hard to believe 2 years ago this was a gravel lot. And we started thinking, what could we do to revitalize this area, create an open space where young professionals and family and children can come out, and look what you see today.
Yeah, I mean, look at all this stuff behind us. I know that we have more activities here, including sports. Real quickly, the music that will be here tonight.
Well, tonight we have the Lord Huron Band. The concert starts at 8 o'clock. It's a free concert. We welcome everyone to come out. It's a nationally renowned band.
Dave, that's the best price in town. We love that. Music, folks, fun, food, and sports out here in Beacon Park. Come on out here right now, and the festivities go until well into the night, at least 11 p.m. tonight. Live out here at Beacon Park, Andrew Humphrey, Local 4. Back over to you.
All right, perfect way to start the weekend. Thank you, Andrew. Still ahead, Florida police chase an SUV on a beach. What finally stopped this wild ride that put so many people in danger? And up next, a stolen laptop computer containing something priceless. A Michigan mom's final gift to her daughter. What the little girl's dad is doing today to get it back. Next. Welcome back, everybody. Time now for a look at today's top trending stories. And this story is really getting a lot of attention online. A grieving Flint father is asking for some understanding from the thief who stole his computer. Wally Christoph's wife, Dawn, died of pancreatic cancer 9 months ago. She left behind words and pictures, even some songs and artwork for the couple's 4-year-old daughter. Well, a laptop computer containing those memories was stolen from Wally's truck Wednesday night. So he did post a sign on his front lawn with a message for the thief.
To the person who stole the computer bag from my truck. The computer has videos made by my wife. Please leave it on the porch or by the door, please.
Well, Flint police are investigating this afternoon. Wally Christoph is offering a reward for the computer's return. Well, this video is pretty unbelievable. It's a frightening scene on a popular Florida beach, but this chase is unlike most you've ever seen. Police actually chased the driver speeding across the sand, nearly hitting several families. And get this, the suspect, who was drinking behind the wheel, streamed the chase on Facebook Live. Police say the chase started after 27-year-old Ryan Stiles threatened to take out a Clearwater police cruiser during a previous Facebook Live. The dangerous beach drive lasted nearly 10 minutes, ending after Stiles blew the transmission. You saw that shot where he was drinking what appeared to be alcohol. No one was hurt in the chase. Stiles faces numerous charges, including driving under the influence. Also trending on this Friday afternoon, singing heartthrob Justin Bieber will not be performing in Beijing, China anytime soon. Authorities won't let him. The Beijing Municipal Bureau of Culture says Bieber is not welcome because of his history of, quote, bad behavior. The Bureau admits Bieber is talented, but he's also controversial. The Bureau's statement holds out hope, saying if Bieber grows up and improves his words and his deeds, he can truly develop into a singer beloved by the masses. Well, this story comes to us from Royal Oak. Life seems pretty good for all the animals at the Detroit Zoo, but some in particular, well, they're enjoying a really nice and a pretty cool living space. We're going to take you inside. Coming up next.
When a local mom decided to clear out the clutter, she never imagined the impact it would have on her family.
I think you don't realize how much your things are weighing you down until you don't have them anymore.
Tonight at 11, how Mona got started and the lessons she learned that could help your family unclutter your life.
It's the Kia